Welcome to week 1. I have a weird pain when I breathe in. Okay, what did I say I was going to do each week? Hold on, I gotta go back. Per my own instruction, this week I'm supposed to talk about where I'm at, how I'm feeling, and if anything major during the week happens, I'm supposed to check in. So, I'm making this actually before I've done anything for this week. I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way because I was already thinking of it. Also, this is much less intensive than me actually going to do that because I'm nervous. I'm afraid that, it's gonna kind of... It's gonna be hard. Oh, here's something I have to tell you. I did a ton of singing in this last week and I felt really, really good about the singing that I was doing. A lot of what I've done is I have taken my very first voice note recordings of me singing songs and then I have come back literally 10 years later and re-recorded the same song, and it's just been really nice to kind of feel that difference. I want to this week get started with acting lessons, singing lessons, dancing lessons, and I also want to pour my focus into graduate school applications, which I've literally not even started, let alone, I want to talk about the resistance that I feel to that. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because the graduate school track that I want to go down is associated with my creativity. I am currently looking into graduate programs that are Masters in Fine Arts or Masters in Arts. I would want to focus on the writing and I would want to focus on the acting. And then the singing and the dancing would be kind of like backups. I still have that weird pain. God, I hope I'm not dying. Can I be honest with you? I feel like I said last week, I am finally doing something, putting my heart into something, choosing a new path. I deserve to have a life that I like to live and that makes me feel good and that allows me to help other people in the way that I'm best equipped to help them. And I can't get there if I'm, being punished by the universe for doing what they're telling me to do, If that's what you want me to do, then let me do it. Don't come in here and start giving me health scares the second I decide to walk forward in a new direction. So I'm really frustrated today, which I think is funny because it says in the book that you can expect your emotional state to kind of do this throughout the process, and I feel like we're already here. This is the beginning of week 1 and I'm already here. Although I will say at the beginning of week 0, I was up here. I was happy and I was enjoying it. So I don't know. I've been pissed off every single day writing morning pages, and it's not because I have to write. I'm not mad at doing them. I'm mad because my brain is too fast for my hand and my handwriting is ugly and I can't read it. And I keep complaining about the same thing over and over, mostly a person that I can't do anything about. My first artist date was wonderful. I had a really good time. I basically just went outdoors and then I ended up coloring with some crayons at the end of it and making myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner. It was very much catering to my inner child, very much, nurturing the inner artist. As far as mantra goes, I don't have a mantra yet. If I come up with one, I will let you know. Until that happens, we're going to keep using this one. It also has the number 4947, which was my number when I got my oil change. I actually did do a lot this week. More than I normally have been doing. That number essentially is like a marker to say changes will happen, and even though they're not changing now, how can you prepare for them so that when they happen, you are equipped? I'll explain it with a metaphor. If you're pregnant and you're 8 months pregnant and you're going to be giving birth soon, and it's almost about to happen, and it's going to happen very, very soon. So what you can do, even though you don't know the exact day that the baby's going to be born, you don't know what the birth process is going to look like. To be honest, you don't even know if you're going to make it through it. But on the off chance that things go well and that you come out alive and that the baby is healthy and happy, you prepare for it. Of course, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking negatively, thinking about all the contingencies and what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't? Well, what if it does? So the point is, if there's a change that is approaching in your life, closer by the minute, then you need to prepare for it. And you need to get your mind into saying, okay, I deserve for this good thing to happen. And I need to be in the mindset of allowing myself to deserve this good thing that's happening. And I need to do actual practical grounded things to prepare for this good thing happening. So that's what that number means. That's been my number this week. I think that's pretty much it. I'm pissed off. Bye. Hey, just popping in midweek to tell you that my mantra for this week: speed is no match for agility. Preparedness is no match for adaptability. Rigidness is no match for flexibility. Actually comes from a reading that I did maybe 2 months ago. We might just kind of build on mantras as weeks go on, instead of like a mantra per week, kind of have a booklet of things that we refer to, kind of the way that the affirmations have been going, where we keep a lot of the same ones, but then we add as time goes on. I'll talk more about how this week has gone at our check-in